Thank you all for having me. As she introduced me, my name is Dr. Nicole Gattanis-Aioli with Vibrant Family Chiropractic. Thank you for having me here today. I feel blessed to be able to be here with so many people that truly care about what is happening to our children today and are questioning why children in this day and age have so many more health issues than the generations before. We need to come together and figure out how to help our children do what we can to teach them how to live a more healthy lifestyle in this fast-paced, stressful world. One thing I teach my patients daily is preparation. Eating healthy is definitely not an easy endeavor, especially when all the processed foods and drinks that are brought into our children's classroom parties, sold in the cafeterias at school, and still taught that these fake foods are okay to eat. I understand it's difficult. I and my family are definitely not perfect ourselves, but I do my best to teach my children what is good, real food and what is not. Whether they understand it now or not, I hope I am engraving a small piece of hope for the future. The standard American diet, also known as the SAD diet, is just that, sad. We pump hormones into our meats and poultries to grow plumper, so-called healthier looking meats. We use chemicals and pesticides on our farming of fruits, vegetables, and grains to mass produce our food, and all this at what expense? The expense of our children's health? I think not. We need to come together and fight for our children's health. They are more sick than ever. We need to come together and fight for that. Being labeled ADHD, being labeled with asthma, being labeled with eczema, being labeled with neurological problems. Where is this all coming from? What is the cause really? Inflammation creates dis-ease in the body and can eventually lead to sickness. I see so many children come into the office with chronic colds, chronic ear infections, and time after time, antibiotics are prescribed by their pediatrician. Medications are there for a reason, definitely needed in acute situations, as I am personally very thankful for them 12 years ago in saving my older son's life. But they are, in my opinion, way overprescribed and overused. Constant antibiotic use over and over again not only wipes out the bad bacteria, but also the good bacteria. And when children are prescribed to them 3 to 5 times in 1 year, it wipes out their immune defenses and creates this inflammation. As I witness in my office as they become chronically sick, catching everything that comes their way. We need to understand where the inflammation is coming from. Our food, our environment, our stressful lives. So this is what we need to begin to look at. Our food. How can we take care of ourselves in this stressful world? And how do we do this? Through watching our food intake, watching what choices we make, finding ways to de-stress our nervous systems through chiropractic care, which can keep that nervous system free of interference, allowing our brains to communicate to our body, our organs, our tissues, our cells, so it can function at top capacity. Teaching children how to quiet their minds through meditation and yoga. Things I feel would make a big difference in calming our bodies, quieting our minds in this fast-paced technological world that keeps our brains racing 100 miles a minute. And they wonder why Jack is hyperactive. They wonder why Sally can't concentrate. They wonder why Steve can't sit still at this desk at school. When do our children really get to sit quiet anymore? Can we blame them? No. We are to blame. We are the ones that have to stand up and make a change for our children's future. Because if not, where will they be in 10 or 20 years? The time is now. The first step is today. We need to teach our children all of these things that play havoc to their systems and why. We need to help them learn that physical ailments are not just caused by sport injuries or bad posture. We need to teach them that nutrition plays a huge role in their health of their muscles, ligaments, tissues, and brain. Because without proper nutrition, they can and will injure themselves faster. They will have a harder time concentrating. Gut inflammation is huge when it comes to brain health. The gut is your second brain. If it is inflamed, so is your brain. It can cause symptoms such as foggy brain, memory loss, forgetfulness, tiredness, or fatigue, just to name a few. This should drive us to teach them how to eat healthier, how to teach them to grow fresh organic gardens, chemical and pesticide-free, and how fun for them to grow their own food. But not only are the physical and chemical components important to balancing health, but emotions play a huge role as well. Children today are taught from social media to look a certain way, feel a certain way, and act a certain way. We need to teach them that it is okay to be themselves and not worry about what other people think. I believe children growing up today have more pressure on them, not only to act a certain way, but to have high scores, to get into college, to get that job that sometimes doesn't even pay the bills. Throughout the last 17 years in practice, I have learned more about how to delve deeper into helping clear these stuck emotions, and I have found that we all can have some deep-rooted traumas from this stressful world. Over time, these emotional traumas can, as the acupuncturists call it, get stuck in the organs and can create physical ailments. I have learned by helping release these trapped emotions, people can heal faster. In my opinion, this is top on my list for healing at the core with nutrition and chiropractic care. That's why in my practice I focus on physical, chemical, and emotional aspects of health. Because in my opinion, that is what true health really is. It doesn't come in a bottle of medicine. We aren't deficient in Tylenol or Advil. When did taking a pill create health? Never. It just covers symptoms. If you have high blood pressure and you take high blood pressure medication, synthetically, yes, it would normalize the levels. But 3 months later, if you try to take it away, what will happen? It will go right back up. That's not health. Health is looking for the root cause of the symptoms and figuring out what the underlying cause is. Then, through diet changes, clinical nutrition, lifestyle changes, exercise, only then can we start to change a person's health. We need to do the work, not rely on a quick fix. Keeping our livers clean is one important thing we can do to start. Some ways to do this would be to simply add lemon to your water, juicing your vegetables and greens, staying away from processed foods, taking a break to go out and breathe the fresh air, purifying your body with water instead of sugary drinks, doing purification or detoxing programs with a skilled physician. I see people change their lives every day in my practice by doing these things. For example, I see the 1-year-old come in covered with eczema and allergies. With rebuilding the system with nutrition and desensitizing the allergies, the body can start to decompress and begin to heal. Just like anything, if something is overwhelmed, more and more things will begin to happen. But as the body de-stresses through elimination and rebuilding, the body can begin to heal. Their skin improves. I see blood work come in with high numbers, and in my opinion, when we start to do these things, the numbers dramatically change and the person feels better and better. Don't tell me it doesn't work. When I see a patient come in with liver enzymes above in the 50s and above, when optimally they're supposed to be in the 30s for optimal health and below, and in 3 months I see the drop to optimal because the patient has made these healthy changes. It is possible. I see it daily. The body can heal itself. It just needs a little help. Keeping your system clean is imperative, otherwise things can begin to break down. It's just like your car. If you fill it with diesel and it needs unleaded, how long do you think it's going to run? Not long. Not before long it's going to start to break down. The same holds true for our bodies. If we feed it the wrong food, eventually it will break down by producing symptoms. So pay attention. Your body is talking to you for a reason. It is time to listen. It is time to learn. And it is time to heal. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak today. So go out there and let's help this next generation be healthy. Thank you.